Hi, welcome to this quick overview of the Exceed Technologies virtual conference platform. I just wanted to give you a high-level overview to explain how our virtual application works. Here you can see I'm logged in as a participant or as an attendee in this case. I have two ribbons on my badge. It says staff and moderator. Ribbons are automatically given to your attendees as they might be an attendee, a member, a sponsor, a speaker, a moderator, etc. Those will be they'll automatically appear for each of your logged in users. The middle column here is controlled by the conference planners, the administrators. The content in this middle column can fluctuate and change throughout the days of the conference. There's sponsorship opportunities on the main screen. This is a banner area that can rotate. And there's this widget that we call the upcoming session widget. From here, this will show you all of the upcoming sessions chronologically. And as sessions are upcoming or going on live, it's a quick way to click into the sessions to view the content. Within a session, content might be live, it may be live streaming, it may be really happening live, and it also may be what we call faux live or simu-live. So I'll just click into a session here. And when I click into the session, you'll see that in this case, there is a session that is set to start at a live time. So this is a stream. In here, you can see in 45 days, something is set to start streaming here. I have special powers here, so I can click this start practice session. And if there was something streaming right now, we'd be watching it. Oh, there you go. Something is streaming. Just to show you, we have something that we just built into the site, which is real-time transcription. So here you can see this is happening in real time. We also have a new feature that allows for real-time translation as well. So you can change the language. So for an international conference, this can be a pretty powerful tool. So real-time transcription and translation. In this case, when there is something that is being live streamed, the idea is that your attendees would be watching this as if they were watching a TV. One way, their way into the speakers or into the people on stage or on the Zoom feed is by using this Q&A tool. So great talk, and post their question. This Q&A tool is a very powerful and important piece of the site. You can see here this comment is waiting for approval. This comment can be approved by, again, special people. Those would be conference administrators, chairs, or session moderators. And once a comment or a question is approved, then it's visible to all the other attendees that are watching this live stream for them to upvote and click the like button. And the idea here is that the moderator that is in the live session, aka the Zoom room with the speakers, would be moderating and viewing these posts and then asking them to the speakers for them to answer live and broadcast out. So that's kind of an example of a live stream session with the Q&A tool. You can also see part of this session, pulmonary biology. There's a lot of other talks. If I click in on one of these talks, you'll see that there's what we call an on-demand talk. This lets me play this video. This is what we call a mini-mercial for sponsorship. I can skip through this, and then I can start watching this on-demand talk. Down below, with every one of your abstracts or your talks, there's a description, which would be the abstract text. There's discussion boards where people can post comments. There's ratings, and then the authors, presenters, and co-authors would be listed as well. We also have something that's called office hours, and if you schedule a speaker to be in their office hours, there would be a button here that would allow an attendee to chat live with a speaker during their office hours. So it's almost like a little video. It's almost like a Zoom tool within each one of your abstracts if you want to schedule them. Just to move along here, I'll show you back from the lobby. I'll just open up this left menu and just show you a few other cool pieces. There's a participant screen, which is going to list all of the badges and the ribbons of all your participants. You can search and filter by ribbons if you want to see just speakers, just moderators, just members, just board members, whatever you want. You can click into an attendee's profile, and that's not the greatest example. I'll just go back and just pop into someone else, not myself. Anyways, if there was any presentations that they were associated with, they'd be listed here. We could look at their talks. There's more sponsorship area. And then in here as well, there's the ability to start a chat with someone. So you can say, hey, hi, Dr. Kami. And this is a live chat tool. If the person is online, you can also video chat with them. So it's private chat, almost like an iMessage, and then you can also start a video call if they're online, which is kind of like a FaceTime call. So that's a nice way to communicate with people. We also have these networking lounges, or social lounges we call them, and you can call them whatever you want. And the idea in here is that these lounges are meant for kind of impromptu social conversation. They can be scheduled for mixer type events or just for impromptu, people to say hi to one another. And in here, if you click on one of these rooms, there can be a little welcome message from the sponsor if the lounges are sponsored. And then in here, I'm alone right now, but I'm here. And if there was 10 other people, I'd be joining them in a lounge, and we could just say hello and talk to one another. I will just pop into the exhibit hall quickly and show you where your sponsors, where all your sponsors and companies would live. If you're using the exhibit hall, this is what it would look like. There's companies, your premium sponsors can get more real estate at the top. We're working on a kind of a more realistic view of a booth, kind of an enhanced booth look, where you can drop backgrounds and images and roll-ups. And then down below, you'd see the booth content, PDFs, videos, raffle prizes, video chat rooms, staff members, the ability to book meetings, schedule meetings and video calls with staff members. And then I will show you another important element, which is just how the on-demand content for the educational sessions kind of gets populated in the site. A big job at a virtual conference, so I just wanted to touch on it. The way that on-demand talks and really a lot of your academic sessions, your platforms, your planner, or maybe not your plenaries, but your platforms, your orals, your breakout sessions, your speakers are able to log into what we call our speaker portal, where sometimes abstracts are submitted. And in this case, I'm logged in as a speaker, and I have abstracts or presentations that are associated with me. In here, I can upload whatever it is that's being asked of me. So this is kind of up to the client. What do you want to collect from your speakers? These are what we call digital assets. So if you wanted to collect, disclosures or handouts or supplementary information, one of the important pieces in a virtual conference is collecting your actual presentations. So we've built a recording tool in our site, and I'll just show you what it looks like when you start. So my camera would be off, my microphone would be off. Those are the only things you have to do. Turn your microphone on, turn your camera on, and then share your screen. And so this is what you do. You'd share either your screen or the application, an application that's open. Typically that would be PowerPoint. You'd share that, it would count down 15 seconds, and then it would automatically start recording. And you can take as many tries as you'd like. If you don't like the way you look, or if you make a mistake and you want to start over, you can start over. The kind of magic to all of this is once you are happy and finished your recording, it automatically saves the video file to your abstract, to your presentation. So there should be something in here from maybe a couple weeks ago. So this was something that I recorded. And so this video is tied to my presentation. So when it gets scheduled into a session, it's automatically married and merged in with that session. So that's a little bit of a background as to how content gets populated into the application, how things kind of tie from the speakers and the education into the virtual platform. There's a ton to show and to talk about, but just keeping it high level, that's a little bit of an introduction. The last thing I'll just say is that for attendees, the day of the conference or maybe a few days before the conference, the way that they can come into the site is we've streamlined that process very simply. So in a lot of cases, it might be the first time that an attendee is, entering the Exceed platform, and they might not know, they probably won't know their username, their password. So there's a very easy way that you can send an email from the system, just welcoming your attendees with a single click to log them into this type of screen, this page where they would see their badge, they'd see their name, they'd see their headshot if they have one. And it's a very kind of streamlined way to get into your digital venue. So it's a little bit of an overview. Hope you like it, and if you have any questions, we're happy to help.